In the process of rearranging our deck, making it smaller, and putting in a greenhouse. It's a big day. So the greenhouse is going to go right here. I'm going to use reclaimed windows from the house. So we have to take this section off to put the greenhouse here. We were in the process of replacing the deck boards anyway because they're rotted. And we're going to reduce the size of this deck. We never use it. We're always inside in the screen porch, given all the bugs and things that bother you in the summer. The only thing I used this seating area for was for pepper plants and tomato plants. The stairway will be moved over, boom, right here. And my husband just fell through the rotted deck. Oh my God. Oh! Is your leg hanging through? Yeah, it's been rotting for some time. Luckily, he didn't fall all the way through. God, so the first thing that we do, we have an injury. So we have a back porch as well as this deck, and we never use it. Anytime you get a big old deck, you've got to take care of it every year. It usually involves staining. So we're going to cut this in half. So all of the tops of the railings have been removed, except for this one. It's the last one. Next, the side railings will all come off. The stairs are going to be super heavy if we don't completely disassemble it. Took all the nails and screws and everything else out. So now we've got to lower it to the ground. Trying to keep it all together. It's hanging by one clip. It worked.
Yeah.
So it's being held up by a rope, thank God. So now we only have the rope rigged up on one corner because it got jammed. We'll see if this goes boom or if it just goes down nicely. There might be some boom.
Well, I hope so. Some boom. Made like a knot. Oh, it's wedged
Again.
in between, yeah. You want to hold this enough?
No. So after a series of readjusting the actual connection up there, hopefully this is it. was pretty slick once it worked. Day 2 demo continues. The little platform is being disassembled because we're going to have to, of course, move it to line up with the stairs. Some of these treads we're taking off because it's so heavy, and then we'll put the treads back on. We're going to flip them over. The underside looks really good. Get maybe 10 more years out of them. The platform has been moved over. Had to use post hole diggers. Next we'll be trying to get the stairs back up to the deck portion. Everything has been moved over to the left, so we can rip all this out. We've got a pulley system rigged up now, so we can raise the stairs up.
We have a pulley here, and we have one single rope, but there's 2 sections of rope connected to the pulley, and they each carry half of the total weight. And then the rope continues on, one side of it continues on to a second pulley, and half the weight continues to a second pulley, so it's easier to lift, but you have to pull the rope twice as far to lift it. I can actually hold this with one hand.
Oh, okay. So it looks pretty good. We had to take a bunch of runners off because it was so heavy. That helped a lot. And of course it's a super windy day. Now we have to attach it. You try to prop the weight up with the ladder. Get the feet level. Looks like it's working pretty good. So we're putting screws and nails into the wood just in case if one system fails, the other one will be good. Now we are completely attaching the stairs. Lots of nails. Next we will reattach the short piece. Snoopy cat! She's not supposed to be out here.
45 inches out here for it to be flat. It's 42, so I gotta dig down a little
using a laser level.
Put nails up here to tack it in the spot where it makes the same amount of step going up. And we put the treads on, but the bottom needs to go lower and go into the ground a little bit.
So it's going to dig out some dirt.
And I put it in a slight slant, and the front needs to tip down like that much.
So we'll dig out some more dirt.
Thought this side was higher, and then the other side was in the ground, and up here it's going to be just barely in the ground.
Lumber is at an all-time high right now because of coronavirus and the Russia-Ukraine war rattling. So we are flipping the boards over and reusing them. Actually, the bottom part that we flipped over looks like new boards. We had to reverse where the stair comes down. It used to be over on the other side because our septic pipe is on the other side, and we would have been installing this over top of it. If there's ever a problem, you need to dig up your septic, you definitely don't want anything over top of it. Taking the old deck post off. Vise will hold the railing in place. And that's how you do it with one person.
This is the nailer scab.
Removing millions of deck screws so we can get these boards off of here. Trying to get the boards up. Some of the nails are so old and rusted that we can't get them out. So we're going to take a sawzall underneath and saw the nail. We're going to be reusing a lot of these boards by flipping them. Just cutting one board to make sure that the depth of the saw is correct. So it's perfect. Didn't make a mark on the board on the bottom side that we just installed. It's going to be used to nail the decking boards once we flip them over. See where the new deck ends and the greenhouse is going to be. Here are the old deck boards. And one would think these were new deck boards, but they're actually the best of these boards flipped over. Somebody else would have thrown these away, but taking off the old deck floorboards. It's the very last floor joist from the old deck. It's a matter of taking some nails out. And down below is the greenhouse space.